Oh bloody hell, you can see if you pull from the left, yeah. Awesome.
So here we have a bee colony that's in a bridal suite on this roof here. You can see that heat signature right there. We're going to be taking that colony of bees out. It has actually halved in size. Bee colony here, it's shaped like this, like a triangle. Weirdly, it used to be shaped like that, a rectangle, and now it's a triangle. Don't know why that is. I'm thinking we're going to find this part has become redundant, so the comb's not in use anymore. So the first step of the job is to get this plasterboard out, and then we'll see how big the colony actually is. On this one, I know how big the area of the colony is, but I don't know how deep it is because we couldn't get through the roof and we couldn't drill holes in here because it's a bridal suite and the bees would have gone everywhere and ruined all the dresses. Let's crack on and get this all out and we'll show you once we've got it open. Well, luckily, I've managed to get exactly between the boards by following the crack. I'm just going to get this last bit off and then we'll have the big reveal. Oh, they're going mental.
Oh dear.
You've always seen one, haven't you? Am I all good on the...
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm being worried about am I completely covered is because we're inside.
Internal removals, they just turns them up a notch, doesn't it? Of aggression wise.
It does.
For some weird reason.
Oh well.
Is it right there? Oh! They're going straight to attack mode.
Right. This could become a nightmare just from that
Right, yeah,
response. Yeah, they're not happy at all.
Yeah.
There's a smoke alarm there. Do we cover that up? That's the question. Because I only need a little puff of smoke. As soon as I get that off there, they're going to go mental.
I'm wondering whether it's a Hoover job. Maybe. We don't like using the bee vac, do we?
No, but because we're inside, I want to use some smoke just to calm them down and get them focused on eating some honey. But there's a smoke alarm there. The people who own this building are probably 20 minutes, half an hour away from here. And if the alarm starts going off, for all we know, the fire services might be called, it might be one of those systems, and we don't want that to happen. These are where one decision equals early finish. The other decision equals finish at 12 o'clock tonight.
12 midnight, yeah.
I might try one more time and see what they're like. Oh, that's convenient. I cut it, that's amazing. So I've cut exactly where there's a piece of wood there and exactly where there's a piece of wood there. So that's probably why it's so hard to get off. Right, as you've just seen, I've just managed to light a piece of tissue paper and get it up there without setting the smoke alarm off. Let's have a listen to this. And that's definitely calmed them down. So, and I just saw a wax moth. I tried to get it on video, but I couldn't get it in time. There's a wax moth wiggling its way into the plasterboard there. So that would be probably why they're so angry. And there's loads of detritus and wax moth type stuff going on there. So let's get this off. To hold my breath, so if I'm not speaking, it's because I don't want to get stung.
Yeah, because CO2, it comes out in your breath. It'll tells them where the bees to attack. Stay calm.
There's more I'm trying to hold my breath than I'm out of breath from
holding your breath.
Yeah. I can feel the heat coming off them on my fingers. You know what I'm finding really weird? There's a lot that are flying out and they're just dying straight away.
No, it's really strange. There's loads on the floor.
Could they have gone to a crop nearby that has got insecticide on it or something? Because I've never seen that before. They're literally flying out the thing. Look.
Dropping on the floor.
There's I take my word for it. There's like about 10 on the floor that have just come out and died straight away. Yeah. Which I've never seen before.
So I'm kind of intrigued as well, because like Ricky says, look at these ones here. That one's doing the old dying fly, as we call it. Like it's had insecticide. And look, there's a field of rape over there. Horrible GM, horribleness. Even the honey off it's absolutely disgusting. Some lovely little lambs there as well. Though. Could that crop or one of the other farmers' fields' crops been sprayed that's in flower? These poor little darlings are going over to it. Yeah, they're dying, basically. A nice colonies, you mean?
Look, sting, 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 sting.
Oh, bloody hell, you can see a stinger going at your wrist then. That was crazy.
You know when they're aggressive, when they sting the smoke, because I've seen that happen loads. There's a massive wax moth there.
I think that's what it is. It's the the wax moths and maybe some insecticide and
A mixture of loads of things. Right.
now we're trying to get them out and they're not happy about it, are they? It's so stuck. Oh, that's been there for a long time, you know.
Very aggressive. I'm trying to keep them as like you're wondering why I'm moving so slow, being so pedantic. It's because yeah, they're attacking, but then there's another level on top of this where it's like all out attack and the whole colony changes noise and it gets very terrifying.
That's going to split if you pull from the left, yeah. Awesome. Awesome. There's the brood, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. That looks very old, doesn't it, that comb?
It does.
I'm wondering how high up it goes, you know. Please don't be 3 foot deep or something.
Nah, 6 inch.
Every time you move faster than a snail, I just go for you, don't I? Wow. Oh, that's all newer stuff, look. Do I dare come closer?
So annoyingly, we need to go a little bit further up. But, like I showed you, the triangle...
That's where it was, wasn't it? You can see.
There. Follow my finger, and they're all attacking my finger.
So am I right, Rick, in saying that really the thing to do is leave that till last? So take the stuff
Oh yeah,
off
100%.
up the top,
Get rid of
down the bottom.
all of this.
Yeah, all the
all
old
that.
stuff,
Leave
chuck that away.
Let them focus eating honey out of there. We need to start backing them up because, like I say, we're in a bridal suite. Everything's white, and bees like to come on white things.
Yeah. That's why Rick is dressed from head to toe in white.
Yes.
He loves being pooed on by bees. People pay good money for that, Rick.
I know, in Dubai. They love it, don't they? So here's our first piece of brood. It's quite healthy. I mean, it's quite decent. It's not awful. It's not amazing, but it's pretty decent. So we're going to get that in a frame. This is quite interesting. They must have smelt the old beehive, this nucleus hive, because they've all literally just started running to go into the darkness of it. This nucleus hive does smell like bees because it's been used quite a few times, and they do seem to be going in the nuke quite quickly. So there we go. There's our first piece of brood. You've just seen the first bit we've taken out. Here's another piece. Annoyingly, the back side of it is quite good. This other side has got a load of drone brood in it, which we don't really want because we just want this colony to survive and then it can make more drones later on once it's got the resources. But when we take it out, you can't take all the resources with them. And like we said before, this is all just scrap stuff. But this is the last little bit here.
That's like the heart, isn't it, almost?
Yeah.
Mad how fast they come to you when they fly out like that.
They've calmed down massively.
Yeah, it's all completely empty, isn't it? Zoom in on that up there.
Because then I can just, there's no good way.
Really brittle as well, isn't it?
I find it amazing how they always try to sting your wrists. I don't...
So they know, innit?
Is that an evolutionary thing? Like, why would it sting wrists?
Well, one thing I do know is when you get stung on any joint, whether it's a finger joint or your shoulder or wherever it is, it definitely irritates you more, doesn't it? Because of your skin moving as you move your joint.
You know one thing I'll say now? I've always thought, oh, one day I'll get immune to bee stings, and I actually near enough have. When I get stung now, I get initial pain, and it does still hurt the same amount it always does. But I don't get anywhere, I don't literally swell for 20 minutes, half an hour, and it's gone. Whereas when I first started doing this, we were walking around like I was even just like Michelin men, we'd get stung and all of our arms would be all inflamed and stuff, and now it doesn't seem to affect me anymore, so...
Remember that one when I got stung to pieces and my hands looked like I got boxing gloves on?
Yeah.
In fact, we'll put a link for that right here, right now.
So yeah, I think you do eventually get partially immune to it.
We have got that on Hebs' listing, haven't we?
That video?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I didn't put it on there because of how bad the noise, wind noise was. And it only got 160 views. That's a bit stupid.
Because on pest interceptors, that's one of our top viewed. Well, it's our top viewed bee video, isn't it? If you're into pests and things like that, by the way, and rats and mice and all things horrible to do with pest control, you'll probably love our other channel, which is Pest Interceptors. Go and join the 61 million viewers over there. But if you're on this channel, obviously give us a little subscribe, because this is a new channel, and
every little helps.
it certainly does. What we'll do, we'll get that under there. It never ceases to amaze me how warm the actual bees are when you touch them. Oh, there's a drone up. Talk of the devil. Because it's nearly swarm season, isn't it? And the phone will go mad, Ricky. Mad, mad, mad.
If you are in the West Midlands, we do collect swarms, but it's not free.
Oh, there's one. I think they have got Varroa. Look, because that's a sign, isn't it, there, Rick?
Yeah.
Where the bees have.
I'm pretty sure that's Varroa, that white stuff around the brood. So we've got probably one more piece of decent brood to get back out, and the rest of it, unfortunately, isn't good enough to keep. And all in all, as for bee poo, in a wedding reception, it's not a wedding reception, it's a bridal suite.
Bridal thing, isn't it? Everything's white.
Everything's white. The bee poo they've pooed more on me than they have the walls. I'd be tempted to move those in a bit because we've got a 2-hour drive back. See, annoyingly, because if you have that piece of comb touching the back of the other one, they will literally propolise everything shut, and all that brood will be wasted.
There we go. That's straightened it up a bit, hasn't it?
So we're on the last little bit now. All the honeycomb's out. You can see there, that hook there, the queen is in there. So we're going to get her out, and then we're going to carry on backing up any last little bees that are there. We've taken the nuke away. We're going to back up these last few bees here and tidy up all of this stuff here. So we've made it an hour and 50 minutes back to the apiary. Sorry about the wind noise if there is any. They're all happy.
Oh, look at them. I love it when they're all lined up like that.
And because they've actually, no, it's not new stuff.
You don't want to be flying off today, girls.
No, because it is 9 degrees, but that wind feels very cold. I was going to just throw these on a board on the floor. If it was warm enough, I would have done that and basically just left them. But because of how cold it is...
Oh, here comes that wind, sorry about the noise.
You should smoke them when you do this, really, because they just get really pissed off. But it's cold. The bees have had enough and I've had enough, so we're going to...
It's been a long old day.
What we don't want now is the cold breeze to shock them out of the air.
Oh, there they go. It's Queenie in there. I think she is. They're all festooning together. That's mad when they come out, isn't it? Don't sting me now, ladies. They're all doing really well, dude. They're all alive. I can literally feel the warmth blowing on me off them.
Let's hope that, because that's the heat being taken away from them.
Yeah. So let's get the lid back on as fast as we can.
There's quite a lot in.
Let's open the front up.
They're all trying to sting me again. Right.
Go on, get down in there. Go on, get down.
What we're going to do with this is we're going to put this feeder on it, because these bees were from a video that I did last week.
And they're not eating the honey, are they?
No, they had a little bit of that sugar water.
The sugar water, I should say, not the honey.
They had a little bit of it, and then they've just decided they don't want it anymore, even though they really do need it. So I don't know what that's all about. They should do it. Well, they're all orientated, and
look at that.
Wow. That'll do. See that? They're still alive.
They're just alive, aren't they?
Yeah, there's hardly any in there. I don't want to take them out because it will just remove the heat from the colony. They don't.
I'd put the lid back on that, dude, quick.
Yeah, well, the plastic thing's missing off it, so for whatever reason, they're not enjoying sugar solution whatsoever. I know these girls are going to want it, so let's get this on here without squashing any of them. Oh, come on, you're wasting valuable energy.
That's it, and give it a little wiggle as it goes down, innit?
I made all these years ago. They're still working.
Yeah, I mean, if you do want one of the hives that we do, that we use down here, so these are the nukes we put them in.
These aren't for sale because I don't want to make them anymore.
No, but what you can buy off us is like these hives here. Okay, so if you want to go to our Shopify store or send us an email, by all means do. They're absolutely brilliant. We don't even bother painting these. We don't even bother painting them. They've lasted us years.